So we've taken to life in the Championship quite well, and if I seem like I'm further away from the screen like normal, it's because I've got a little Roodle Poo on my lap. That's my dog, nothing weird. Roll the intro!
No, I won't stop.
Hello and welcome to the schedule screen of the Hometown Hero Save, where we're trying to take Folkestone Invicta, my hometown club, all the way to Champions League glory. And we've got to the Championship, which is really, really good. If you're enjoying the series, please do leave a like and subscribe if you're new, because it all helps the YouTube channel out. And it helps other people find the channel, which is great. So, yes, we started against Millwall 1-2-0 in the last episode, even going down to 10 men. We still kept a clean sheet. We followed that up with another really good win, 3-0. We hosted at home, which is currently Southend's Roots Hall, while our new stadium is being built. Steve Milner and Thomas McKenzie got the goals, which is really nice to see. That was really good. And then following that up, we rotated nearly the whole team. In fact, the whole team. We rotated the whole team, lost 2-1 to Leyton Orient. Steve Milner, as a late substitute, came on and got us a goal, but we couldn't get an equaliser. I'm not fussed about the EFL Cup. The board wanted us to get to the second round, but meh. They didn't seem that bothered. We did then lose to Huddersfield 1-0, Aaron Connolly getting the goal for them, but we put in a good performance against a very strong Huddersfield team. We then lost to Cardiff at home. Really annoying, because obviously we beat them to get promoted as champions. But yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't get the better of them in the new league. That's not... Roodle's really moving. Roodle is my dog, by the way, for those that don't know. Watford, we beat them 1-0. Matteo Silva scoring from a corner. Really good result for us, because Watford are a big team. And Roodle has decided he really wants to rest his head right on the mouse mat where my mouse is. But today, Middlesbrough and Aston Villa coming up. So Roots Hall has been good, because it's getting us a lot more attendances. So we are breaking records for attendances, and it wouldn't surprise me if we break it for the game against Aston Villa. At the moment, the highest we've had so far, 9,675 people at Roots Hall, getting us an income of £170,000, I think it was, which is very, very nice indeed. Now, it can hold 12,000 people. Whether we can ever sell that out as Folkestone Invicta, I don't know, but we'll have to find out. It's going well, though. Really enjoying it. Up into 8, so 2 places off the playoffs after 5 games. If we win, though, we could well go above Huddersfield Town, but we have got Middlesbrough, who are down in 21st, not starting the season well, and then Aston Villa, who are up in 2nd place, as you would expect them to be. But let's get into the games then. Oh, no, transfers, because it was deadline day has been on. These are all the youngsters we're still waiting to join the club. And then, yes, we've brought in one player you didn't know about on deadline day. But yes, Bjornsson agreed to move to us, so he has joined the club. We went through him, saw him last time. Bertie Lott, which I think I'm just going to call him Bertie. I imagine like that may be the nickname he got around. Why am I searching for Bertie? That would be the nickname he'd get around the ground, I think. I think the other players would just call him Bertie. So we're going to call him Bertie as well, our 21-year-old Frenchman. Matteo Mariana joined from AC Milan for 2.4 million to give competition in the right wing-back spot. And we bought in, I said I wanted to go and get another centre-back, so I got in a central midfielder who can play centre-back. Fickle personality isn't the best, but really good stats. Passing's a little bit poor for what I want him to do, but generally I think he should be pretty good. 19-year-old Uruguayan on loan from Man United. 1 appearance, 6.4 at the moment, which is wonderful. But yeah, and Alberto Pizzi has joined Eastleigh on loan to go and get some football, because he's not going to play for us, and he's played 4 times for them, and he's had a goal contribution in every single game on a 7.43. He's clearly too good for the National League, as we probably would have imagined anyway. But let's go into the team selection, and this is probably, I think, what we're going to play. This is the same team that started against Watford, so I want to stick with it because we got a really good result against them. Roman is training to be a left wing back. He can just do it just about. But I like his passing, I like his acceleration, his pace is alright. We'll get his crossing and dribbling up hopefully, but I think he should be pretty good. We are training him to play that left wing back role as well. Kokobinski is out for quite a while, 5 to 10 more days. He's been out for a long time. Trotter is back in 5 days. Medina is not yet ready to play in this game. But and Cooper picked up a slight injury as well, the backup goalkeeper, but nothing too drastic. But Humphreys is back in the team. He's come up the divisions with us, and he's been playing pretty well. We've just got to hope he can keep it up into the Championship as well. Jaden Harris as well as performed, which is good. 4-2-3-1 for them. Lots of new gens all the way through the middle. They have Wright on the left-hand side, which is always fun when people do that. And Lorenzi, who is a 30-year-old Brazilian joining Santos in the new year, on New Year's Day. What a way for him to celebrate going back to his hometown. Yes, we're playing our 3-5-2. Rajic comes in. He's looking like he's going to be a bit of a star for us, I think. I'm hoping he progresses how I think he will, which is good. Dennis in goal, who is signing a new contract. I can't remember if I've offered him one yet, but Sunderland keep bidding for him. He doesn't want to move there. I keep saying no. Everyone's happy for him to stay. Dennis, Costanzo, Humphrey, Selva, Laria, Roman, I think he would be Roman because it's got an accent over the A. Rajic, Harris, Bjornsson, Belloni, and Milner starts up front. So we're playing Middlesbrough, who aren't doing very well, but I think saying let's go and cause an upset because we're away would be pretty good, and I would be happy. I think, the form we've got cannot continue, and we really probably should go down. The only thing we've changed with the tactic, by the way, now we've come up to the Championship, is gone to cautious, because we are underdogs for nearly every single game we go into. I think the only game we've been favourites for so far is Cardiff, and we lost that. So, yeah, that was a bit shit. But it's 0-0 as the full story in Bologna. Bjornsson gets there, his shot's blocked, and it goes behind for a corner, and now Rude is... if you hear weird breathing noises, it's probably Rude, because he's right below my microphone now. Rajic, ball in, and... Rude is named after Ruud van Nistelrooy, if you're wondering why he's got the name Rude, because I really like Ruud van Nistelrooy. My wife and I, when we got him, we were struggling to think of names. We narrowed it down to two, which was Rude or Sherlock, and... Oh, Will Dennis, you twat. I'm here telling a nice story about how my dog got his name, and Will Dennis goes and does that to completely ruin the moment. I mean... It's a shit cross, to be honest. What's he doing, you prick? Hold on to the ball. I've been bigging you up, saying how, we want to keep you and you don't want to move to Sunderland, and then you go and do something like that. Give them a goal. Roman on the left-hand side. He's running towards the right. Selva goes long. Porter wins the header. Bjornsson. Milner into Belloni, makes it 1-1 straight away. His first goal of the season with an assist for Steve Milner. We narrowed it down to two names, Sherlock and Rude, and we both agreed that Rude, we don't think anybody else would have a dog named Rude, so it's really cool, and it suits him. He's a little character, and he loves finding footballs and tennis balls, so it's really good. But he is being very fidgety right now. You can just see him sneaking into shot. Here he is. Hey, you alright, Rudo? Hello. Bless him. He's 1.5 years old, so he's still... technically a puppy, I think. Are they puppies till they're 2? I'm not a dog. I'm not a dog person. No, I am a dog person. I love dogs, but I don't know. I have a big knowledge about dogs. All I know is that I love this one with all lots and lots of love. Lorenzi, the Brazilian, shoots Dennis. Oh, he spilt it again, and Costanzo has to get there. I've never really subbed a goalkeeper off at half time. I kind of feel like I may have to because he's not doing very well. Corner, Rajic puts the ball in towards the back post. It's headed away. Lazaro will get there. And Middlesbrough have a chance to break from our own corner. Lazaro going all the way down the left-hand side. Stops, puts the cross back to Lorenzi. Shoots from range over the bar. Or past the post. But pick one. It didn't go on target, so you can pick whichever one you want. But we're doing okay. 37 minutes in. 1-1 against the big Middlesbrough team going up north. The Southerners won't like it from Kent. I mean, Southerners. Harris is originally from Fulham, so he's technically a Southerner. I mean, Bologna comes from Argentina, which is South America, so you could probably argue he is a Southerner. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. Keep it up, and I think calmly there is more to come. I do think there is more to come. I think everyone can give that little bit more. I'm going bold. Will Dennis is coming off, and Cooper comes on. We'll say Will Dennis picked up a little injury or something if the press ask. But Cooper. This is definitely a way to decide who's going to be my first team goalkeeper. Give them half a game each in a competitive game and see who fucks up the most. I mean, that's a great header away from Harris. Lazaro, is he going to put a cross back in? He does. Costanza, that's a really bad header. Right keeps it in play on the left. Evans, Cooper with a good save. And it remains 1-1 at the moment. But they are starting to dominate the game. I think we need to get Bjornsson off and bring on the other attacking midfielder that I've signed, whose name escapes me, like it always does when we make new signings. Lorenzi. They've got an overlap on the right side. Lorenzi shoots from range, and, well, Cooper didn't have it covered, but it hit the post. And luckily, it bounces away easily. Bjornsson off. It will be Saraki, I think. I think I've been calling him Saraki. But Saraki will come on to replace him. 6.5, 6.4, 6.5. Let's do Mariani on as well at right wing back. Follow Raya, and we'll throw caution to the wind and make all 3 subs. And we'll go up to balanced just to see what we can do. Unless we score from this, and then we'll go back straight down to cautious. Rajic. Over the corner, back post. Costanzo's beaten in the air. Bologna keeps it alive. He's got a man on the edge. It's Harris. Harris shoots. What a finish from Jaden Harris. And we are going to drop straight back down to cautious. Jaden Harris has scored a few of them in his time for Folkestone. From range, on the edge of the box. Rajic with the corner in. It's headed away by Porter. Bologna kept it alive. Just like, look at the space for Harris there. And that's a rocket that the keeper isn't saving. 4-3 we've had in terms of shots. 9-5 for them, but we find ourselves 2-1 up, and they do not, obviously, because we're 2-1 up. You can't have 2 teams in the same game both being 2-1 up. Right, on the left, gets a bit of space, cuts it back, Dunn's there, and he's made it 2-2. His first goal of the season from Tom Dunn has, well, I'd say given Middlesbrough a way back into it, has made it equal scores on the doors, 2-2, and Porter down the line to right on the left. And he swings it. It's a free header. No one tracking the run. The closest was Harris. But, yeah, he's not going to miss with a header from there, Mr. Dunn. And with 20 minutes to go, we've made all of our subs. And it's currently 2-2. They seem to have rolled the dice a little bit and gone more attacking as Harris gives away a cheap corner. And you know what cheap corners mean on Football Manager? Not goals, counter-attacks is what they mean. And here comes Saraki. Saraki, sorry if you thought that my game had crashed or something, or your screen had crashed. No, I was just waiting to see what happened so I could finish that sentence. We'll update our opposition instructions. Thank you, Ross. Doing a fine job as my assistant still. All of those people that are still patrons and don't have your name in the game, it will be happening, don't worry. Just waiting for... Oh my god. I've played 2 goalkeepers in this game. They've both fucked up. Let's be honest. They've both fucked up. Right here, put the free kick in. Right on the right, put the free kick in. Driver just laid it off. Wing had all the time in the world, and he didn't. He did it first. Oh my god, it's literally gone through. And what a twat. What a pillock. We'll go to positive. Oh, and Costanzo's giving it to Lazaro, and now they're through, and it's 4-2. And this is falling apart in front of our eyes as we drop all the way down into mid-table, which is fine, to be honest, in our first season in the Championship. Sarake, that was a terrible pass, but Mariani will pick it up. Now, if we've got some fight in us for the last 10 minutes, we need to show it. Ball in. Milner! Lewis made the save. And, wow, yeah, we haven't created an awful lot in this game, which is a shame. But, yeah, away at Middlesbrough. I've picked 2 pretty hard games to come back for, to be honest. But, yeah, you will patrons will get their name in the game if you're not already a backroom staff member. We've just got to wait for a useful intake to come in as Roman. Into Milner, back to Saraki. Saraki lays it off to Mariani. He's got Saraki on the edge. Lays it back to Harris again. It's blocked Saraki. And it's saved by Lewis. And with 5 minutes to go, I think we are done and dusted in this game against the Borough. As Driver lays it back to Alvarez. All the way back to Lewis in goal. And, yeah, neither keeper has really signed off in glory for this game for us as McNair is here into right on the left. Buchanan comes forward with it. The cross is blocked, but it's picked up by Driver. Buchanan into wing. Lorenzi, I had a hiccup. Done. Lays it in. Go and get the ball. Oh, Cooper's not playing again. I know it's offside, but he definitely should have gone and got that ball. But we don't need to see it. We need to get on with the game. Yeah, disappointing stuff. It takes Middlesbrough up into 18th, up into 15th. As the time is ticking away and there's not going to be too much to do. Wing over the ball. In it goes. There's the header over the bar from Lazaro, who was offside anyway. But that will be the end of the game. Next up, an home trip. Sorry, Aston Villa are coming to us. And, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say it was just one of those days. We had a decent amount of shots on target. Goalkeeping nightmare. I mean, that is in disappointing collapse. I gave both goalkeepers a chance. Both of them fucked up, really. So I guess Will Dennis keeps his place, I guess. I guess, is that how it works if they both mess up? I guess he keeps his place. Played 1, conceded 3, 6.7. I mean, he conceded 3 goals. 6, yeah, I mean, he keeps his place. He keeps his place. We'll look at the stats and he keeps his place. We'll be back for the game against Villa. We've actually got a week and a bit off now. So, yeah, we'll come back for the game against Villa in, well, for you, just a second. For me, quite a while. And because they lost that game, I mean, I'd already set this up anyway, but I'm glad I have now. The players, as a treat for their week off, have got a boot camp. Yes, work your socks off and we'll go and get that result against Aston Villa. Catch you all in a minute. So here we are then, back on game day against Aston Villa. It's 15th versus 3rd at the Roots Hall. What division are Southend in? Are they in League 1? Yeah, they are in League 1. So, okay, we're playing at a League 1 stadium. Fair enough. That didn't click. That did not click before. Yeah, they're doing pretty well. They lost their last game to Huddersfield 1-0. We're not doing brilliantly, to be honest. But we generally like coming up against like bigger teams. I think it plays into our hands a little bit. But this is how we're going to line up. Dennis does keep his place in goal. Silva, Trotter, Costanzo. Larrea, Kokobinski comes back in at left wing back. Again, he can play there, so he gets a nod. Medina, Harris and Saraki, McKenzie and Milner. On the bench, Cooper, Rodriguez, the left wing back, coming back from an injury. So, well, him and Kokobinski are. Actually, let's start Rodriguez. Bjornsson, Bertie, Luznig, Ponomarev and Bologna. So Ponomarev are getting the nod over the likes of Roman and Jordan and Rajic. Just need to give him a go, really, and see what he can do. He hasn't really had that much of an opportunity, Ponomarev. So let's get into the game. They're lining up in a 4-4-1-1. They've still got John McGinn. He really doesn't progress that well. He's 32. Jeez. They got Jay Bogle as well from Derby. He's very good. Very, very good. Can't see the goalkeeper's name, but it's Ignacio Velasquez. They've got a good team. They definitely should be going straight back up to the Premier League. I think we should try and encourage the team passionately. Let's go and cause an upset. That's what we keep saying. I probably need to stop saying that. I have faith. I have faith. I have faith. Ask the assistant. End the team talk. Kick the game off as my phone vibrates for a message. And, okay. It's nothing that I need to worry about right now. Flush into O'Connor, Bernardo. And, well, luckily they don't score... Luckily, with luck on our side, they don't score straight from the kickoff. I don't like it when we have to scroll down to get our name in the table, but there you go. Bogle into Vlap, Kropley. Kropley to Bogle again. Easily goes... Oh, no, it doesn't quite go past his man. Vlap is into the area. Goes past his man, shoots, and Dennis with a good save. And it's a corner to Aston Villa. Let's see how they get on here. Kropley will take it. Fires it in. Vlap with a header over the bar. And they just are a better team than us. I do have to remember that. It's something I'm guilty of not remembering what sort of level that I never remember the fact that we've like just got promoted and we're playing teams that have literally just got relegated from the Premier League, like Aston Villa. Silva plays it across his goal to Costanzo with a good ball. Saraki goes out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Costanzo. Costanzo all the way back to Dennis. So we built it up and then went back to the keeper. I don't mind that. We're keeping possession. Silva. He's waiting for a run, and he put a ball through, and it was a pretty shit ball, to be honest. Velasquez picks the ball up, goes along with it. Okriki heads it down to Finocchietto, which is a great name. Out to Kropley, and there's the overlap on the right-hand side. Bogle, it gets all the way to the byline, squares it, and Finocchietto is there, and Fabian Finocchietto gets his 4th goal of the season. Well done, Aston Villa. Probably... very deserved, as Kropley can't nick the ball off Rodriguez. Into Harris, back to Costanzo. Costanzo all the way back to Dennis again. I mean, we haven't had a shot yet, so Villa are playing very well. Silva, up to Larrea. Larrea comes back to Medina. Medina into Silva. Silva to Harris. Harris, great ball through to Milner. Milner's in, it's 1-1. 3rd goal of the season. What an assist from Jaden Harris. And we played it around, and then the long ball from Harris pretty much came out of nowhere. It's very nice indeed. Medina here. Laid it off into Silva. Silva into Harris's feet. He just took one touch, turned, put that ball through to Milner, who got off the back of his defender, and he makes it 1-1 with our first shot. And I'm very, very happy with that. That is wonderful stuff. Half an hour into the game, back up to 12th. Okay, not quite in the top half of the rolling table. 40 minutes gone. I'm going to say we're doing well enough here. One shot, one on target. I don't mind. John McGinn fires it in towards the back post, and Bondar puts it past the far post with their 5th shot in the game. Bondar over the free kick now for Villa to Bogle. Bogle to Cropley. Cropley looks to go around. Bogle's there again. Does go past Rodriguez. Holds it up. Puts a cross in, and Larrea wins the head. And John McGinn lays it off. Finocchino. McGinn tries to play it out to Cropley. Just about keeps it in play. Rodriguez can't hold him up. Bogle fires across. Vlap's there, and this time it's a goal. And Bogle gets his 2nd assist of the game. And it's 2-1. His 4th goal of the season as well for Vlap. So, yeah, well, Aston Villa showing they're not here just to entertain. They are here to win, which they probably should do because they're the better team than us. I don't want to say it's disappointing. I'm just going to say unlucky because, you know, Aston Villa are better than us. I don't really know what else we could do, really. They've just got round the back of us on the right-hand side twice. Yeah, we're not creating enough, but, you know, they're very defensively solid. What do we do? I don't want to drop. I was going to think I could take Sarake off and put a holding midfielder in, but I don't really want to do that because I think that will be inviting too much pressure. Larrea into Medina. We have got the other formation that we've kept in the bank that does play with a holding midfielder with a back 4. So we could go to that as Silva picks up the ball. I mean, is there any harm? We could give it a go at home for the last 40 minutes of the game. So it's this one here. Oh no, it's a 4-2-3-1 now, isn't it? I forgot about that. Yeah, we have completely mixed it up. So it would be Medina and Harris in the middle, who are both playing pretty well. Rodriguez at left wing back, Larrea right wing back on support. Silva, Costanza, Rodriguez, Milner, Trotta will have to come off if he's not playing. We're a 6.5. Yeah, so it would be Trotta off for Bertie on the right hand side. Milner over there. Mackenzie up front. I don't know. Yeah, let's change those two around. Saraki can stay in there at the moment. Let's give this a little run out and see how this gets on. Now, it's not our favoured formation, so we may get caught out with it, but let's go and have a look. Bernardo to Brema, O'Connor, Finocchio. I shouldn't be struggling with that. I can speak a little bit Italian. Cropley comes forward on the right-hand side. There is Bogle again. He's looking for a hat-trick of assists. Lays this one into Cropley. Goes past to Vlap with a header. Dennis with a save. And, yeah, it's just a little bit... The more disappointing things, I don't mind losing these games. The disappointing bit is when we don't create chances. That's what really annoys me. As we go with half an hour to go. We'll take Mackenzie off and bring on Bjornsson. We're actually going to put... Bjornsson's going to stay out there, and we'll do Saraki for Ponomarev as well, because we haven't really seen what he can do yet in a Folkestone Invicta shirt. But Bjornsson's over the free kick, hits it straight into the wall, and it's going to go for a throw-in. Yeah, it's a hard game to judge what we can do because it's Villa and they're so much better than us. Silva, Costanzo into Medina. Medina, great ball out to Bertie on the right-hand side. Bertie, can he beat his man? Fires across in. Milner with the header. Velasquez makes the save. And it's better. It's got a few more chances happening. So 20 minutes to go. We'll stay on balance. I don't want to give too... I mean, even then, a 2-1 loss isn't too bad to a team like Villa. There's 10 minutes to go. And it's a dangerous free kick for Villa. Taken by Ronnie Lopez. Lays it short to Finocchio. Ronnie Lopez into Cropley. Cropley is in the box, cuts it back, and Harris intercepts, but he dallies on the ball, and you can't do that, Harris. You've got a great assist today, but Finocchio gets his 2nd goal of the game, his 5th goal of the season, and we're punished there for some lax defending, really. Cropley, we kept our shape well, and Harris here chests it down. He could just hoof it with his left foot. He doesn't, and Villa go 3-1 up. So we might as well, for the last little bit of it, go attacking. 4 shots, 2 on target, lots of fouls. 10 shots, 8 on target. Villa have dominated this game as Larrea lays it into Harris. Harris is blocked and Vlap will bring it away. He's on a hat-trick now. Lays it into Okereke, who's actually been kept pretty quiet by the centre-backs as it's fired all the way across to Cropley. Cropley off to Bogle, and he nearly had a goal to go with his 2 assists. But as we tick into injury time, that's going to be the game, I feel, as Dennis here goes along with it looking for Bjornsson. Brings it down. He's fouled by Bogle and not even a yellow card. I mean, it looked pretty cynical, that trip, but nothing given. Costanzo into Harris. Back to Costanzo. Rodriguez. We're still trying to build the ball. Goes down the line to Bjornsson. He's not going to get that as Bogle just poofs it away. That will be the end of the game. And a bit disappointing episode. 2 losses. Middlesbrough and Villa have come back for 2 games. And, you know, this is the sort of challenge that we've got. This is what we've got to match in the coming seasons to have a chance of getting promotion to the Premier League. As there is the final whistle. The change of formation didn't really help. But I can't fault any of you for the performance. You tried. You tried, and that's what matters. So, I mean, it's pretty shit. Youthful Folkestone come unstuck really badly. But I don't think that's a game we can really be judged on for the season. We need to really improve the form. 3 wins in the league. It was looking pretty good. 3 wins, 3 losses now. But yeah, it's getting into crunch time. Maybe we'll come back for like Doncaster and Birmingham because they are close games. As Rude is having just a little dream. I forgot the word. He's having a little dream, making some noises. Kicking around. Doncaster and Birmingham, maybe we'll come back for Birmingham and Charlton. Charlton's a local sort of game. Let's go Birmingham and Charlton. We'll come back for them. But thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and let me know where you think we're going to finish this season. And if you got into this part of the video, leave a little message to say hello to Rudel. But thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Cheers.